Beautiful day for a very brief but very important ceremony. It was just about a year ago, September, a 6-year-old girl was walking to school with her mother. She was crossing a very dangerous intersection in East Palo Alto, and she was hit fatally. The traffic engineer studying the accident came back with a report that there was no need for any additional traffic controls at that intersection because the state requirement requires 5 collisions within a 12-month period of time, and the 6-year-old girl was only the 4th. They would have to wait for another one before they would do anything. I feel so fortunate that I live in a community where we don't wait for that. We take action and we do things. I don't know how long the history has been behind this effort. I see written record 15 to 20 years ago. But last night, I was shopping at 8:30 at night at Safeway, and some of you may know her, Loretta Wilhelmsen, longtime teacher at Alamo School, been retired for about 15 years, came up to me, and just out of the blue, hadn't seen Loretta in about 5 years, said, "Stan, I am so proud of what you are doing up at Alamo School with that intersection, because my children grew up here 50 years ago, and it was dangerous back then." And that is the word I have this morning, and that is the pride in this community. I am so proud of what's been done here. This is something that is really building upon the shoulders of giants. Many principals, many PTA presidents, many parents, many community members have been trying and trying and trying, and really it took a village to make this happen today. And I'm so grateful that you're all able to be here this morning. Really, it really takes some sort of spark to ignite a fire. And I really believe this year that spark was ignited by one individual, one parent, who really started this all rolling. And I'd like her to come up and say a few words, Janice Alamo.
Never been called Sparky before. Well, I'll tell you, can you hear me? Yeah. For those of you that don't know, I'm a trauma nurse at John Muir in Walnut Creek. And when my daughter was in kindergarten there, and I had to drive her to school because I didn't feel safe crossing the street. We live across the street. It got me thinking. I've seen too many patients come to the emergency department and not have good outcomes after being hit by cars. So that was my impetus, is what kind of launched me into sitting down with Stan when he became principal. I said, something's got to happen. And luckily, he responded in such a positive manner. Like he said, it takes a village. I think mostly about public works. I think about the support of the community, the school district, CHP, all of the officers involved, all of the deputies. I think about Gail Olkema. I think about Candace and all of the people that have just kept the momentum going. And so I'm very proud that this is happening today, but I really do feel like it's a collective effort. And I'm just so excited. I have 2 more kids, or I have 2 boys in school this year, a 5th grader and a 2nd grader, and they get to ride their bikes and they get to walk to school safely, and I don't have to wonder if they made it safely, because I know that they will. So thank you. So actually, I'd like to introduce Monish Sen, and he has been instrumental in getting the public works action and getting all of these wonderful pieces of equipment here today.
Thanks a lot, Janice. Janice has been a big part of this process in getting these rapid flashing beacons in. I'm Monish Sen. I'm Senior Traffic Engineer. I just want to give a real quick description of the actual product that's in the ground and some of the other features we've actually implemented here. The primary item that we've implemented are the rapid repeating flashing beacons. They are pedestrian activated. Goes on for about 30 seconds, and it emits rapid bursts of light to warn drivers that there may be somebody in the crosswalk. The other item that's out there is an advanced warning item, which is about more than 500 feet down, which as people come through the curve, they are also warned that there's an additional flasher that warns people that you're approaching a crosswalk. So now this system is completely wireless, which is a nice advantage. There's not a lot of wiring or stuff that could go wrong with that. The other item is that these are completely solar, so it's kind of a green feature. There's no other power source other than the solar. and it has a lot of battery life. So even in the winters, there shouldn't be an issue if there's not a lot of sunlight. So, and on top of that, there's one other item we installed. You notice the flexible delineators, the white delineators out there. That's another feature which should help people kind of stay in their lanes and not try to pass on the right. And in addition, we've also refreshed the stop marking in the road. So these are all kind of small improvements. These are small improvements that should improve safety, but I just have to emphasize that, especially if kids are crossing, even after you press the button, make sure you make eye contact with the driver. Make sure that they're stopping before you cross the road. So, thanks a lot.